died when I was 5 years old. Some could accurately say that it's a miracle that I stand before you today. When I was 5 years old, my family went from California to Houston, Texas to visit my relatives on my mother's side. And one day my uncle took us crab fishing. So we found ourselves on this quiet country road. On one side was this huge pond, I'd like to call it, where we were doing our fishing. And on the other side was another body of water. I'm not even sure what that was. And connecting the two bodies of water was one of those big, huge tubes that took the water from our pond underneath the road to the other side. Now, I'm a California city boy. I don't know anything about crab fishing. But the way that we did it was you had this simple little fishing line, and at the end you had a bait and a hook, and you throw it in to the water as far as you could. And you pull it back slowly, and you see what you caught. And you throw it back in as far as you could, and you pull it back in, and you see what you caught. Now, I was 5 years old. That means the throwing part. That's the fun part, right? Throw it as far as you can. And on one particular... Did I happen to mention that I didn't know how to swim yet? Minor point. Put that in the back of your mind. So on one particular throw, did I happen to mention that I was strategically located directly over that huge pipe that took the water from our pond underneath the road to the other? Kind of put that in the back of your mind. So on one particular throw, I really wanted to get in. This was going to be my best throw. I threw it as far as I could, and somehow, some way, no more than arm's distance from my mother, from my father, from my brother, and from my uncle, I went head first into the water and disappeared immediately. I wasn't fishing in Honolulu, I was fishing in Houston, Texas. The water was murky. Disappeared immediately. My uncle, God bless his loving Vietnam veteran heart, Ernest Victor Boudreaux, reached into the water as far as he could and pulled me out of the darkness by my ankle. By my ankle, as I was being swept away to a certain depth. Now, the interesting thing is, up until very recently, more specifically, up until maybe a week ago, I had never given that experience a second thought. As things are happening in my life on a personal and a other side, family and friends, I'm thinking more and more about my own mortality. And now that I think about that day, I realize that whether it was a miracle, whether it was divine intervention, whether it was pure dumb luck, it was not my time to go. It was not my time to go. And if I have that newfound understanding, then that means that I have discovered an obligation. An obligation to fulfill my destiny. To figure out why I'm here. Why am I here? Am I here so that I can bring two beautiful, intelligent children into the world so that they can do something? Am I here so that I can help others become the best that they can be? Am I here so that I can be there in times of need for the ones who love and need me most right now? My challenge is, I don't know what my destiny is. The good news is, I've made a renewed commitment to myself, not to anybody else, to myself, to live every single day as though it was my last. To appreciate every single day and every single interaction that I have. To honor, to respect, to help those around me the best that I can, regardless of whether or not I know them, regardless of whether or not they share my beliefs or look or seem like me. That's my challenge, to go out there and understand and deliver on my destiny. So as I leave you here this morning, my question for you is, why are you here?
always inspirational when you listen to Steve. Thank you.